Yeah. Oh yeah. I see you. You see me? We see you too.
In 3D?
In 3D. Bar, son. Bar God. Yeah. So we back at it, man. It's your boy, King Von, the homie T.
With the tea.
You already know.
Iced tea.
Iced tea. This shit gonna be cold. So we have a subject we was gonna think about, man. We wanted to talk about. Do you mention favors? I know that's so broad, but it's like, have you ever done something for somebody and then wondered, you know, or had something done for you, and then somebody brought it up to you, you know, brought it up and mentioned it to you,
or even throw it in your face. Some may say
that's more direct.
Call it that.
That's more direct. Yeah, throw it in your face. And we was talking about it, right? And we was like, you know, are there exceptions to that rule? Because we agree that it's not good to do something for somebody and then have it, or to bring it up, you know, or to throw it in their face, or have it thrown up in your face, all that stuff. We agree about that.
Agree.
But is there situations that is warranted? And that's the tough part. Because excuse me, y'all, but is there a line between mentioning it versus shoving it in somebody's face? Am I labeling that right?
Yeah.
And I think it's a thin line.
It's a very thin line.
Because some people will take a favor and act as if you never did nothing for them, or act as if they don't owe you. And I think that the line is where you're just mentioning, you're bringing it up, you're reminding this person of the debt that they owe you, versus being somebody like, hey, you remember what I used to do for you back in the day? That's different. I think that's throwing it in somebody's face. I think that's shoving it in somebody's face and making them feel like they are indebted to you, or they owe you something, right? Versus bringing it up and just mentioning it to them. You know, I think that's the line, right? What do you think, T?
Yeah, it is a thin line, right? But I feel like, you know, it's a what's the word I'm looking for? It's a something in every, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get it. It's at the top of my tongue. It basically depends on the situation, you know what I mean? Like, for example, you let somebody borrow $100, and they promise to pay you back the next week, and 2 months has gone by, and you actually really need the $100 for business you gotta take care of. Right. Not even on some, man, I let that nigga borrow $100. You really actually need it.
You just short that time.
Yeah, you short. Like, you really need it now. Yeah. It's not even like you holding it above his head or nothing. Yeah. Matter of fact, you wouldn't even ask for it if you didn't need it.
Yeah. You right in that pocket. Go on, kill him. Go on, hit it.
You wouldn't ask for it if you really didn't need it. And so that's where the thin line comes in. And then he may say, man, you stressing me over $100, man. I told you I'm gonna pay you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then if the argument goes on and on and on, and then you happen to bring up, this is not my first time, and you haven't paid me. I've been lending you $100 for years. I know just $100, but I've been lending you $100 for 3, 4, 5 years.
Right.
And when it's time to pay me back, it's always in pieces, like $10 bits, or I can't get it at all. You know what I mean? Stuff.
You know what I noticed about that? When they get to going to like, you swayed me about this, that, and the third. That's because they don't have the money. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, they may be broke. Whatever the case may be, but that's like a deflection statement. You feel me? Man, you swear me about that little $100. Well, nigga, if it's a little $100, then why the fuck you ain't pay that shit?
Why don't
I wouldn't even have to pull up here. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Like, why don't I have? If it's just a little $100,
then pay it.
Just pay it. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I'm a firm believer in not bringing it up at all. Right. I'll just operate different. I just won't let nobody borrow any money. But I see from people's perspective that do mention, I understand. I just don't do it, but I do understand. I don't blame them. You know what I mean? It is your money. You did let someone borrow. But I got a story. You know, when I was younger. I was about 19 or so, 20. I'm 29 now. And for example, like my cousin, always let him borrow money. You know, I love him. You know what I mean? Love him to death. And sometimes it takes for you to tell them. Some people really don't see it. You seen all the stuff because you're the one loaning the money.
Right.
it's honestly some people out, not everybody, because people know what they're doing for the most part.
Yeah.
But some people really don't see it. Like, if you break it down, bro, I don't let you borrow money for years and you never have it. All it takes sometimes is for you to break it down to them how you see it.
Yeah.
And a real nigga gonna sit back like me. If a nigga break it down to me,
nigga, yeah.
a real nigga,
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit down and I'm like, damn, you know, he ain't lying.
And just to make it broad, a real person.
Yeah.
Let's just make it broad. Like even a man, a female, a white dude, a black dude. This is like type of thinking that anybody should be able to have. You talk to them, break it down, let's talk about it, and then maybe you can see where I'm coming from. But like I say, and some people automatically go to defense and deflective mode.
Yeah.
You feel me? So they can't hear that shit. Even the most logical thing still makes them feel offended, like, nigga, like, come on, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's only because they don't have it, and I get it. You feel me? But at the same time, don't turn around and try to throw that label of oh, you gonna throw it in my face? You don't never give me nothing ever again, nigga. I will never give you nothing ever again. Then there you go, you got it.
Facts.
You feel me? Because if you're gonna throw it in my face, making it seem like me trying to ask you about something, and like you say, not even really trying to collect, just may need it at that time.
Facts.
Fuck, you know what I'm saying? The revert, because that's how it works. So you bless somebody, and when it's your time, you hope that in return somebody possibly be there for you, right?
And I like letting people borrow stuff, not even just money, but especially money, because of the simple fact, when it's time to give it back to me, it's unexpected. You know what I mean? Like, I could be chilling, like, damn, I only got $36. Next thing you know, my cousin cashed at me $100 he owed me out the blue. So I'm like, damn, I got $136. I like that feeling of money coming back to me.
That's like fronting.
Yeah, I like the feeling.
You know, if you was a street guy or whatever, you was out there like that and you giving something out, like that's one of my partners was telling me that it's a great feeling when you kind of take. And then you can pull up to two, 3 houses and you back good.
Look, I'm gonna give y'all an example. When I was in jail, I had a list. You know, I had needed money on my books. My mom got it. My mom make it $3,000 plus a week. I'm the one that deposits my mom's money.
Shit.
So I know I'm about to speed this up for y'all. But when I was in jail, I had a list of all the people that owed me. So I had my girl run down a list and call, boom, Mel, I need that $250. I'm in jail. Boom. He gave it to her. She sent it on my books. Called my other homeboy. Hey, boom. Hey, I'm in jail. That's $75. I get it. Boom. He sent it. A nigga owed me $300. I went down the line to the point where I was straight in jail. And all them people, and it made them pay me with the haste because they know I'm in jail. And they know this nigga actually need it if he's asking for it from jail.
You know what? There's some niggas that
say fuck you.
Like, cause you in jail, what you gonna do, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? And they act like you ain't never coming home.
Yeah.
They act like you ain't never coming back, nigga.
A nigga ran off on me.
You know what I'm saying?
A nigga in jail ran. That's a story for another day. But he ran off on me, and he had some of my stuff. You know, that story for another day.
Yeah,
I'm like, nigga,
Part two. Story time.
Yeah.
Part 2 gonna be story time.
We gotta go right now.
We definitely want y'all to comment below. Check out the descriptions to some of the other channels.
Yeah.
Please comment, subscribe, all those good things, all those great things. We're gonna see y'all the next time. Hold it down. This is King Von.
Shout out to my cousin Shamel. He be supporting the channel.
Hey,
he
shout
be
out to
liking
that
it.
man.
Yeah.
Real talk. Shout out to that man. Hopefully in the future we can do some collaborations or some kind of work like that. You know, for real. So check that man out as well. We probably have a description his channel below as well.
We'll put the link in the description. And also you might see him comment here and there. So y'all have a good day. We coming back with part 2.
For sure.